Most new parents have a blowout horror story. The ruined onesie, the stained white couch, the unspeakable mess. But to avoid disaster, you don't have to go to extremes like plastic wrapping the furniture or suiting up your baby like they're braving a storm. Instead, buy new and improved Huggies Little Snugglers, the only leading brand with blowout protection in every direction for sizes 1 through 2. Front and back blowout blockers help keep the mess in the diaper where it belongs. Huggies Little Snugglers. We got you, baby.
This episode brought to you by Progressive Insurance. Do you ever find yourself playing the budgeting game? Shifting a little money here, a little there, and hoping it all works out? Well, with the Name Your Price tool from Progressive, you can get a better budgeter and potentially lower your insurance bill too. You tell Progressive what you want to pay for car insurance, and they'll help find you options within your budget. Try it today at Progressive.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Price and coverage match limited by state law. Not available in all states.
Hello and welcome to the Fangirls Podcast, a place for fun, fandoms, friendship, and most importantly, fangirling. I'm Julie, and today we're having a semi-proper high tea while spilling the tea on the Meghan and Harry Netflix documentary. And who better to do this with than our lovely correspondent, Shireen. How's it going, friend?
Oh, whoa, British people!
Yeah,
No,
Brits!
British people. No, it's good. Life is good. We're out here doing our best.
Yes.
Live, laugh, love it.
I don't know about you, but I thought I was going to have to wait another eternity for a decent season of The Crown. And here we are with this amazing Netflix documentary on Meghan and Harry. Oh, dude, the tea was spilled.
It was insane.
To be honest, I thought they were holding back.
I agree with you.
I think there's more tea. I was like, please give me a season 2 on this documentary. Please, Lord, give me a season 2. Oh, it was so good. And that whole weekend, my FYP on my TikTok was nothing but commentary on Meghan and Harry. And you were either pro Meghan and Harry or nope.com. It was Brits. It was Americans. I didn't see any other international commentary, but I don't know. I loved it. I sympathized with them. I was never not team Meghan and Harry.
Mm-hmm.
I always respected Will and Kate. I'm never going to be team Camilla or Charles ever.
Same.
Ever in the history of ever. There's just no way to put that nicely. But I really sympathize for him. And you just want to hug him at the end of the day. You're like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry you had to go through this.
The second to last episode, I think, sitting in front of the TV, not on a couch. I literally sat crisscross applesauce in front of the TV like a child looking up at it. And I was sobbing. And I was like, how could you do that to them? I literally said those words. I'm like, how could you do that to human beings? I just didn't understand how you can treat others that way. It's insane. It was a roller coaster, to say the least. And I agree, they definitely held back. And I expected to hear a few more things. I thought I would hear more about Camilla. One.
Right?
I really thought they'd say something, but then I was like, well, that's his dad. He's also the king, so I guess
respect for Charles.
Yeah.
They held back on
he's been through enough. And to be fair, if they just let freaking Charles marry her in the first place, none of this shit would have happened. Let's be real.
Agreed.
And I always, when I'm watching The Crown, I'm like, if they just freaking let him be happy, things might have gone insanely different throughout the whole, the past 40 years.
Agreed.
Easy. It's a shame, but I'm still obsessed with the royal family.
It will never die.
The rest of the world didn't seem to have commentary because I don't think the rest of the world cares.
Right. They're just like, not my monkeys, not my circus. No, thank you.
Yeah, exactly. Okay, US, be obsessed with the royalty. You've never had them. We get it. I don't know. Part of me wishes we were still part of the British Empire. America's getting kind of crazy too, you know what I'm saying?
Right. I think it's kind of funny, though, that when we did officially cut ties with the Brits, now we glamorize them.
I know, it's weird, right?
We were like, oh my God, you guys are so great, even though you're not great for us, but you guys are great.
It's kind of embarrassing for us.
It is.
You know?
It is. Not a good look for us, but here we are.
Good.
Well, can I shed some light on some ratings?
Let's dive.
Some Harry and Meghan fun facts about this documentary. So apparently, get this, they set a record for a documentary title with viewers spending over 81.55 million hours watching the first 3 episodes in the first 4 days.
Dang.
That is wild. I never thought I'd be a documentary person. There are very few documentaries in my life that I have watched. Just, nothing celeb related at all. I remember being forced to watch them in high school for history purposes, but
Yeah.
nothing has ever really told me in my gut or in my mind, heart and soul, you really want to watch this documentary. And then I don't know if it was just the Crown withdrawals where I was like, something.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, I need to watch this. And I thoroughly enjoyed it. It was worth every ounce of my time, energy, and resources. But these viewership numbers totally track because I was hooked. Is it Thursday yet? To catch the second half,
right?
I was counting down. I was like, why is it only Wednesday? Why?
Yeah. And I didn't realize it was split. So I watched
Oh.
the first 3 and then it stopped. I'm like, what the heck? This isn't the end. And then it's like second part coming up. I'm like, what the heck? Like, and then I had to wait. Luckily for me, it was only like 2 days, but it was 2 days too long,
Right. That's how they get you. The royal family, man. Back in 2019, when I went to the UK, I was oblivious to how bad the press was for Meghan or any of the royal family. I was not focused on that at all. I'm on vacation. Let's go find Harry Potter. Let's go see Big Ben. Let's go. I did stop by Buckingham Palace and, see the guards and do all that touristy stuff, but I was oblivious to the press. The only thing I focused on when it came to media was how bad we looked as Americans in their press. That was a perspective I was not expecting to see.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention. I mean, the British press in general is awful, especially I've never seen a worse press in my life. They are absolutely the worst. The way that they covered up half the shit the family's going through with Meghan and Harry for no reason. It's kind of embarrassing. Let them fall. Like Harry and Meghan are like your bright lights.
Right.
That could have done so much. And they even said they wanted to keep doing the work because they genuinely love it. I don't see anyone else from the royal family, extended family, doing this kind of work.
I'm ready to spill some tea. Are you ready to spill some tea?
My British cuppa. Yeah.
All right. This is the part of the show where we spill the tea. So if you have not watched the Meghan and Harry documentary on Netflix, I don't know what you're doing with your life, but we're about to spoil it. So if you don't want to hear spoilers, this is your chance to tune out and then come back later to listen to the rest of the show. All right, friends. What was your favorite episode?
I like the magic of an origin story.
I love that. Okay, so episode 1? Is that
what and then I love the wedding.
Okay.
Which I think was episode 3, but episode 1 was probably my favorite just because it starts the story.
Episode 1 was a close second for me. Their love story was so incredibly innocent. Happened out of left field. Just
meet me in Africa. Okay.
What?
Oh.
What?
Y'all go to Africa with the prince? Sure. It's like those emails you get. I'm an African prince. I need $100,000 mailed to me. This is way different, obviously, but that was the vibe,
Episode 4 was my favorite. It was because of the wedding. And I loved hearing how she loved her wedding music.
Yes.
Oh, that melted my heart. And their wedding photos were gorgeous. I loved how happy they were just talking about their wedding. I love a good wedding, but I loved how happy they were just talking about their wedding.
Yeah, the way he looks at her is insane. It made me cry. It made me like, I gotta get a love like that. It was very oh my God. But the fact that they didn't have any issues with any part of their wedding, the royal family didn't care. Oh yeah, gospel choir, sure. Yeah, but beautiful, stunning. I remember staying up for that. We went to the local store. There's a British store in my city, and we went and bought scones and tea and clotted cream, and we stayed up all night and watched it as a family. It was so cute.
I love that. I was utterly disgusted with how her dad and sister treated her. I cannot tell you how sad I was for her.
Me too.
And to hear her actually speak on that, I was not expecting her to talk about that. I thought, and she did it very gracefully. I commend her for speaking on it because there's only one side of the dirty laundry that's being aired, and it's so dirty. She shed so much light on this healthy perspective of how dirty she was done in that situation. And she was so sad to see that her dad played this card. She already had low expectations of her sister, but she didn't expect it out of her dad. But
Mhm.
when her sister just kept it going, and with the Twitter accounts,
Oh my gosh. That was insane. People do anything for money. Anything.
right?
It's heartbreaking.
It
It's
is.
heartbreaking.
And to know that she still has kindness in her heart to like make a healthy relationship with her niece, regardless of her dad and her sister's actions.
That's true class.
All right. There were a lot of shocking moments throughout this whole documentary. What
Oh
was your
God.
most shocking moment?
I guess it's not shocking, but it still bothers the shit out of me is like the racist remarks from people. And it like came up every time they could.
Mhm.
All these headlines or all these articles with like these little hints of racism for no reason were insane to me. I'm like, well, you get it. Like we all get it. She's half black. Calm down. She's a
Right.
human.
My most shocking moment was finding out the details on who is spinning the bad publicity for Meghan. So you have these inner communications teams that are representing the House of Windsor
Yeah.
and William's team and William's team and Charles's team and I think even Camilla's team.
I
And
forgot she existed. Sorry.
right. Right.
Who?
And when Harry and Meghan brought concerns like, hey, you guys can shut this down. And their
Didn't.
response was, well, why should we? Our wives went through this.
Yeah, that's right.
And knowing that your wives suffered through this and you still want this generational, curse to keep going on is a problem. You guys could have shut this down and chose not to. And hearing Harry explain that and knowing how viral these communications teams are and the dirt that they spin, I think that's half of the monarchy's problem. Like you guys could easily nip this in the bud and you guys are choosing not to just so you guys can stay relevant. Like
Or cover someone else's ass for a terrible thing they've done.
right?
I'll say, why would you spin it and turn it on your most famous people?
Right.
Just let the shitty person fall. Like, why would you? I don't get that logic from them either. Let's protect this whatever family member who really fucked up. And let's throw the people that have done nothing but good for this family right under the bus.
Mm-hmm.
Interesting.
Y'all like train wrecks, apparently.
It's
How
really embarrassing. Like they're all
it is.
full-grown adults. The monarchy that's lasted for 1,000 years. How many? I mean, long time, right?
Mhm.
Like at least 700. Long time. I don't know. I don't know history very well, but like it
Yes.
breaks my heart.
It does. What caught you in the feels?
I'm trying to think of the moment that I cried.
Okay.
That officially I was like, screw you guys, you know. And I think it might have been. It was like the second to last episode. I think it was the part where she was talking about like her not being there would fix it.
Oh.
Her not being alive would fix all of this because that's how alone and isolated she felt. You drove a human being to think this way for just existing and falling in love with someone that it's not his fault he was born into this family, you know?
Mhm.
That's like the tip of it that I was like crying. Like you made a human do this and you don't even feel an ounce of, you don't feel bad.
Right. Oh no. No. I would say the moment that caught me in my feels was their love story. They're out here camping in Africa.
That's
and
romantic as hell.
It's romantic AF. They made it a Hallmark movie. Like I was thoroughly blown away by that because you couldn't get me to go camping in Africa, not willingly. There is wildlife out here. You couldn't get me camping in Yellowstone. You couldn't get me camping in Yosemite.
You gotta be a prince for that.
Yeah. Oh, you gotta be so big. You better be Henry Cavill hot. Like, let me tell you, to move those mountains.
Oh, God.
I'm not camping. My idea of camping is in a cabin. Okay.
Same.
There needs to be a mattress.
Room service.
There needs to be electricity.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Running water. I live in downtown Long Beach. Okay.
Yeah.
And you're like, let's go act homeless in Africa. It'll be romantic. And I'm like, no, it's not.
Oh, God.
No, it's not. And they are making it romantic AF. And so I was in my fields. I was like, oh, this really is sweet. I love this for them. I won't do it, but good for y'all. What'd you think of their Oprah interview?
Oh, I mean, they held back insane. When you watch that compared to the Netflix one, you're like, they said nothing.
Right. It was interesting watching it from their perspective. And seeing the backlash that they got from the family then, and them not realize, like the royal family not realizing that they were being filmed at the time. And I was just like, "Oh, this is good. This is good stuff."
Yeah. I'm happy
Um,
they started filming like their selfie videos at the time they did.
Right.
Genius. What about you? What do you think about Oprah's interview?
I remember thinking it was revolutionary at the time, just thinking like, wow, there are some really sad, unfortunate, shocking things. And I was already team Meghan and Harry then, but now watching the Netflix documentary, I was floored, just seeing it through their eyes more than anything. But I thought that the Oprah interview was done tastefully. And I thought this documentary was done tastefully too, again, with them holding back, because truth be told, I really think Harry's upcoming memoir is going to spill even more tea. Like, I think they were waiting for his memoir to come out to officially drop the mic. That is something I am thoroughly looking forward to. It's the after Christmas gift
Oh my God.
that we want. It's 2 days before my birthday. Guess what I'm getting?
Yeah, I'm gonna buy that.
Yep.
I
Gonna
should
get all of it.
pre-order.
All right. Last question. Did you see any discrepancies in the documentary? Like anything that didn't add up or that caught you off guard? I mean, lots of things caught us off guard, but was there anything that didn't add up?
Well, I think they didn't talk about who asked about the color of the baby.
Yes.
And I was really hoping they would say who it was. Dude, like they didn't mention a lot of stuff. Like they didn't go deep on Charles and Camilla. He didn't talk about his mom as much as I thought he would.
Mm-hmm.
About like how that was the family's fault. And I think if he did, he might not be living right now. You know, like
Right.
I think Meghan went through a lot more shit than she said. I think she was specifically told many racist things to her face. Were there any specifics for you? I feel like I didn't take like full notes. I just was like mentally, I'm like, that's interesting because I feel like there's more to say here for a lot of stuff.
The discrepancy that I noticed was with her dad. In the media, when it was playing out in real time to the public, it was, oh, he's having open heart surgery. Oh, he's in the hospital. Oh, he's doing this. And then she is shedding light on, I don't know if he was sick. All I know, he just wasn't answering his phone.
Yeah.
And whoever was communicating on his cell phone wasn't him and saying that he was in the hospital. I don't even think she still clearly has answers on it, but she just sufficiently said that someone took over his phone. His phone has been compromised. This is not my dad.
Yeah.
The other thing I found really interesting was the fashion aspect of it and how she shed light on how she wore muted colors.
Mm-hmm.
So that way she wouldn't conflict with any other royal family member. And then I saw every TikTok under the sun about how that story tracks beautifully. She specifically wore these colors to not be difficult with any other royal family member. And then the last week that she was on her royal duty, she was like, F this noise.
Exactly.
I'm going to be a rainbow. And I love that for her.
That was epic. A beautiful story, but it sucks, but it's beautiful. And I'm happy they're happy.
They're going to do great things. I'm rooting for them. I really am.
They're going to be fine. They're going to be fine.
Yes. And now it is time for the spotlight of the week.
Looking to donate some of your old books to a good home? Look no further than your local Little Free Library. Little Free Library is a nonprofit organization based out of St. Paul, Minnesota. Their mission is to be a catalyst for building community, inspiring readers, and expanding book access for all through a global network of volunteer-led Little Free Libraries. For more information on Little Free Library, head on over to the link in our show notes.
We here at the Fangirls Podcast are not affiliated with the following: Netflix, the royal family, any of the British media or press at all in the history of ever, Meghan or Harry, unfortunately. We're just big fans and we're rooting for you guys. We really are. We want to see you guys go into bigger and more beautiful things in Santa Barbara.
Most new parents have a blowout horror story. The ruined onesie, the stained white couch, the unspeakable mess. But to avoid disaster, you don't have to go to extremes like plastic wrapping the furniture or suiting up your baby like they're braving a storm. Instead, buy new and improved Huggies Little Snugglers, the only leading brand with blowout protection in every direction for sizes 1 through 2. Front and back blowout blockers help keep the mess in the diaper where it belongs. Huggies Little Snugglers. We got you, baby.
We quilt this city with a comfy roll. Quilted Northern is quilted with 3 cushy layers for your comfort.
The quilted comfort of Quilted Northern.
Keep it quilted with Quilted Northern.